A new week. Welcome. So this week is focused on getting the second long form video edited. So that is my story. That's the working title. My Skeeal. Your story. Something like that. Is the more business focused entrepreneurial one. So that is the main focus for this week. So I'm going to do a short form clip from Creators Chat, last week's video, for today. I'm going to post that today. And we'll see if we can continue to post some more clips. I'll see if what clips I can get out of it to then just see if we can get some traction towards there, and just tick over on the Skeeal content as well, because I haven't done anything on that yet. So we need to have a recording session at some point this week to get that done. But yeah, so like I say, today's focus, get this clip sorted and then get started on the second long form video, see how that works out. All right, I will check back in maybe once the clip's done. Okay, so I've got 2 short form clips done from the Creators Chat video. So that is the one that went up today. What was it? What was today's one? The Just Do It one. And then the one for later in the week, which is the posting pact one. So then, yeah, hopefully that'll go up at some point this week. I don't quite know what day. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday. Depends how much progress I make on this next long form project, I suppose. But that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. So yeah, I will check back in later today as to what progress I have made, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so I'm editing this second long form video, and there was an issue with the audio. So for the same as the Creators Chat video as well, but my mic for some reason just wasn't recording, so he only had Jack's audio from his mic. So it worked quite well with the Creators Chat because we were in a small room. The echo, there wasn't too much background noise, so the echo was loud enough to isolate for my audio as well. But with this second location, this other location within No Market Hall, there's a lot of background noise and there's no echo for me to pick up Jack's audio from, really, for my voice. And I was trying to isolate from his phone. His phone was set up closer to mine, to me, sorry, so that the audio was there, to see if I could isolate from that. It's not looking great. I have gone through the whole thing and I've taken all the snippets of where I was talking and I've isolated them from the rest of the clip so that there is just an audio track with just my talking bits, and then obviously any background noise that was in there. I've tried to put it through Adobe Podcast, which is what I normally do to get the audio nice and crisp. It's just not having it. I've ran Jack's audio through, so he's got a nice crisp audio, so that's just off his mic. So he's got a crisp audio channel that's all just him. So he sounds great, which is good because he does all the talking, really. There wasn't really much of me talking in the clip, so hopefully it'll be all right. But I just need to sort my audio. That's the plan for tomorrow. I'll if I remember, I'll put a clip in so you can see the differences. But my laptop's on 10%, so yeah, I won't put it in now. But fingers crossed, I can isolate it. We'll see. So I am just looking through the other locations for this My Story vid. I'm in a bit of a rut with the first location. It's really doing me nutting. So put a pause on that so I don't lose my mind, and I'm gonna look at the other two locations, get them in the project so that they're there. I'm watching it through. It's a really good video. I think you're gonna enjoy it when it comes out. But yeah, that's me until lunch, and then we'll see what we get up to this afternoon. Okay, so I've got it all in the project now. So it is just shy of an hour's worth of footage, which is going to be a great podcast. But for cutting it down, the plan was to have like a 25-minute video. It's going to be a rough couple of days. Right, I'm going to go get some lunch, then I'm going to get outside because it is far too nice to be sat inside. I will continue editing this later on. Alrighty, well, I haven't updated you since yesterday morning, so a really brief one, I suppose. I have been working on getting the audio fixed from this second long form video. I'll put up a comparison now so you can see the original audio and then the new one. But I think the plan is just to re-record my vocal bits because I've cleaned up Jack's ones, so it seemed to work quite well. So that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. Hopefully get that video finished, and then yeah, we shall see. I've just been out on me walk and reading book. Just trying to finish The Great Gatsby. Started it a while ago, but haven't got around to finishing it, so that's the plan. Anyway, I'll check back in later. Okay, so I know I haven't finished the comparison. I still need to do the one with the proper voiceover, but I need to script out exactly what I said so I can actually record it. So we're taking a break from that, and obviously I haven't updated you since yesterday either. But we will get around to doing that at some point. But for now, going for a quick stroll. So yeah, I'll check back in later. Hello, Mr. Okay, well, Friday. It's come around quite quickly. I'd love to say that this week has been super productive, but it hasn't really. I only time blocked about half the week, so the other half of the week has just been, well, I mean, it's lucky that I didn't time block the full week because I've been focusing on the audio issue for the next week's Skeeal long form, but still, even with that, it's not been focused work. So yeah, slowly getting back into the routine though. Just need to sort out. Yeah, just need to sort that out. So I'm gonna get this long form video sorted for next Friday this morning, and then, well, in the next hour or so, hopefully get this audio recorded, and then get this vlog then edited and get that ready for tomorrow. Okay, and I've just finished editing this video. I'm just going to pop this clip in, and that's it. So, a few things. The 3 audio comparisons, play them now. This is your first location, so tell us about why we're here. Where we are and why we're here.
Where we are is the Santander Working Cafe here on the Isle of Man.
This is your first location, so tell us about why we're here.
Where we are
and why we're here.
Where we are is the work at Santander Working Cafe here on the Isle of Man.
This is your first location, so tell us about why we're here.
Where we are
And why we're here.
Where we are is the work at Santander Working Cafe here on the Isle of Man.
So that is one which was just the raw audio that has my voice on it, picked up from Jack's phone, which we used for the second angle, which isn't the visual that you're seeing in the comparisons. But yeah, once I've cleaned up all the audio, well, redubbed it, then I'll do the cuts between the two angles. So then the second comparison is then the audio from Jack's mic, which was then split to isolate my vocals. So whenever I was talking, isolate from his mic. And then the last one is all the progress I've made this week. So since Monday, when I started editing that long form progress, that long form project, that short clip is all I've got to show for it, because that is the finished thing. That's with the audio redubbed for my vocals and then Jack's audio cleaned up so that he's nice and crisp for the video as well. Obviously, with it being dubbed, there's going to be some bits where my mouth will be moving, but my vocals won't be there. But for the podcast, it'll be fine. Which, you know, it was never. None of the projects were meant to be podcasts, but it just makes sense to have the audio go there. They are first and foremost video series. They are meant to be social shows. So you view a show, you don't get a podcast version of, I don't know what's on TV nowadays, Traitors. You don't get a podcast version of Traitors, which I don't think you do. I'm a bit out of touch with traditional media. So, yeah, but hopefully I can get that audio all done. I'm going to keep working over the weekend on it, because it needs to get done. So then it's ready for next Friday, 6 o'clock, which it's not too bad. Two Skeeal videos in a month. At the start, it's not terrible. It's a good launch with the series. It just is disappointing, and you can see in quite a few of the clips where I am just proper sluggish, and it's been disheartening to have the two projects, both the creators chat and now this my Skeeal project, have audio issues that had to be cleaned up. I like I said in the video earlier, I was able to clean up the creators chat one because there was an echo in the room, but with this comparison you can see that there's just a lot of background noise and my vocals aren't that clear. So yeah, by popping it through Adobe Podcast, like I said, it just, instead of having clean audio like you have for Jack's, it cuts bits out. So I'm still talking, but I'm not talking, and it's proper robotic. And unfortunately, it's like 75% robot, 25% actual vocals. So just completely unusable. Even though you can understand when you listen to the video, you can understand what I'm saying. There's a few bits where the background noise is a bit too loud, but for the majority of it, you can understand what I'm saying. But yeah, for some reason, the Adobe Podcast just didn't pick up the vocals. So, as I said, even with the transcript, I had to do the transcript manually. It's done now. I've got the full transcript of the video. So yeah, so I can work on redubbing all my talking bits over today, this evening, Saturday, Sunday, so that at least it's all redubbed by Monday. So then on Monday I can just edit the camera angles down, and yeah, get that finished, get all the graphics and bits added in for it as well, so that's ready for Friday. But yeah, like I said, it's just a lot of time put in for very, very little output. But we learn from it. I said I'm going to get the next guest booked in as soon as possible, just so it's not hanging over me that I've been disappointed with them both. But yeah, that's the main thing for the weekend anyway. So I will, yeah, get those redubbed, and yeah, we shall see. I haven't recorded any short form for next week, so that's another thing I need to do over the weekend. But it's just, yeah, what can you do, eh? I don't think there was anything else. Yeah, just is what it is. But I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, all that stuff, subscribe. Yeah. See you next week.